If I'm going to project we see what's for here. Who's cheering for Ireland this morning? Who's cheering for Australia? Good morning, pitch one. Good morning, pitch two. Good morning, supporters of Ghana and Canada. Good morning, pitch three. Welcome to supporters of Germany and Italy. And good morning, pitch four. Hello to supporters of England and USA. And 2.5 minutes away, spectators, if you could take your seats on a little box pictures. Enjoy the game. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the University of Nottingham for day 4 of this World Masters Hockey Indoor Hockey World Cup competition. And as my colleague Andy Day on the PA has just announced, it's semi-final day today. And the medals, we start to think about medals and medal ceremonies tomorrow and playoffs and 4 days of competition with a 5th tomorrow. And we are focusing this morning. I've made the move from pitch 3 across to pitch 4 for the semi-final game in this, the women's over 45 competition. England unbeaten so far against the United States as the teams going through their final formalities and into their huddles. England in white shirts navy blue shorts and blue socks, and the USA red shirts with a navy blue flash and red shorts and red socks. And the umpires for this one, Martin Bode from Scotland at this end, and at the far end, Prithpal Sahota from England. So we are ready to go. A very decent crowd in for 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And thankfully, with the clocks going forward yesterday, both teams have set their alarms. And in fact, this is game 2, so we've already had a game this morning. And here's the first opportunity for England. And the ball just going wide there. Terry Thompson-Moore. And certainly the game I covered yesterday, this England team were on fire in their first 4 or 5 minutes of the first quarter. If you are new to indoor hockey, there's another shot there from Lizzie Wheelhouse, the current top scorer in this women's competition, over 45, with 7 goals. If you are new to indoor hockey, 4 quarters of 10 minutes, 6 aside, ball has to stay on the floor unless you are shooting at goal. And the USA sitting very deep in their sort of zonal formation there. A little bit of pressure on Joe Weston, number 13 for England. Thompson Moore trying to play that ball quickly on, but Weston stepping in. And the ball turned over. Great atmosphere here this morning. You can hear the supporters below me of both teams, England and the US. And the good thing about this competition is that the USA and England have got teams in many of these different age groups. So as a result, we find that their other teams are here to support them. As the US trying to get through this fairly high English press, and Martin Bode saying that Lizzie Wheelhouse had a hand on the floor there, but 3 points of contact, which you're not allowed to do in indoor. Oh, and there's the just a slightest of error on the English defence. The ball just popping onto the back stick of the English defender. Sarah Similian. So, first penalty corner against the runner play for the US. Kelly will inject. The Indian defence set. Ball comes out, not particularly straight. But the shot there, so the injection not quite right. Kimberly Susko gets her 5th in competition. And despite the valiant efforts on the line, the ball into the back of the net. So 1-0, the USA lead. Just over 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. So high press here from England. Stepping there, you notice they're in a sort of zonal dice 5 type formation. Stepping their press up fairly high. And they'll be trying to prevent the US from playing down the middle of the pitch. That's the idea. Make them play down the outside. And there's Wheelhouse trying to find Joe Weston, who recovers really well there and carries down the right board, but no advantage accrues from that first challenge. And the carry into the circle. The far post there, Lizzie Wheelhouse just couldn't quite get to that one on the post. Going down low with her backhand there, but the ball ended up on her foot. So that's the first scoring opportunity for this English team. England, as I say, unbeaten in this competition so far in their pool. And the comfortable winners over Ghana 8-0, beat Australia 4-1, and then a 7-1 victory against Italy. So unbeaten. The US who finished second in their pool with victories over Ireland 5-2, defeat to Germany 5-3, and a 2-1 win against Canada, sealing their semi-final place. So the US set, keeping the ball at the back. Now just changing that angle, going to a back three, trying to play through, but Weston's there. And senses of possibly a little bit of some nerves in this English performance so far. But plenty of time, 40-minute game. For the US so far, with a thin 1-0 lead. And there's the ball trying to find Megan Callahan there, but despite her dive, she couldn't get on the end of it. And it's a restart for this England team. Great pick up there from Solway Bond. England regained possession. This US zone sitting very deep, very difficult to breach, but there's a ball that pops in the air off the stick. And again, a defensive error similar to the other end where the England error that led to the first United States goal. The ball just popping up off a stick. You're going to soften your hands a little bit playing indoor hockey on the stick. So if you keep your hands really rigid, the ball will pop up off that stick, and that's what's happened there. But England with their first penalty corner. Different variation goes through Weston. And on the follow-up, and the equaliser. So England back on level terms. Terry Thompson-Moore there with a fourth goal of the competition. Slightly different variation with the ball going straight out to Joe Weston, the St Albans player. And Terry Thompson-Moore following up there, making no mistake. So England 1, US 1, and we are 7 minutes in this one. And a good steal from England. Playing to the circle, but there's no way through that. There's a chance for Thompson-Moore again. Tries to tuck the ball back in to win the corner. But there's decent defending there, deep defending from Meredith Patrick. So the US trying to play down into scores, but Kimberly Cisco found herself surrounded by white shirts. The England tactical boy to try and make the US play down the England right, that's their left, and then put real pressure on the ball. Weston bounces the boards. And there it is. And that's a top-class indoor hockey goal. You won't see many better than that. Weston fires the ball, bounces it off the boards, beating the defender. Jones with the first-time pass. And Lizzie Wheelhouse scores her 8th of the competition. A real prolific goal scorer for this England side and leader. So England 2, the US 1. And England looking dangerous, effective press that they have. Oh, here's a chance, snap chance for the US. The ball turned over there, and Margaret Kelly with a shooting opportunity. But Amanda Billington quickly off her line, making the save. Again, good defence there from Kelly. The low stick skills that you see defensively, all these players will get very low around the pitch. The difference with indoor and outdoor hockey you can use 3D skills to pop that ball over the stick, but not in indoor. So you've got to work out ways of playing around, going to space and playing around the flat sticks, and they're bouncing off the boards again. Kelly tries to shoot off the right foot, difficult to skill that, and Billington out very quickly, but the ball goes harmlessly wide. So we're in the last minute of this first quarter, and so far England are going behind have a 2-1 lead. Wheelhouse tidies up in the middle of the pitch there, wins the free hit. Quick pass to Hota there, plays the advantage for Gemma Jones to take the shot, but she fires wide. Two balls on the pitch. And that's the end of the first quarter. A quarter that saw a slightly nervy England in the first 2 or 3 minutes go behind to a Kimberly Susko penalty corner, but then hitting back with goals from their first penalty corner and an open play effort from captain Lizzie Wheelhouse. So the two coaches, they only have a minute to talk to their players. The breaks are 1 minute between the first and second and third and fourth quarter, and half time a slightly longer 3-minute break. So it's a fairly constant, non-stop sort of game, indoor hockey. And you'll see plenty of substitutions, players being rolled from the bench for both teams. So a little bit of England possession. Be interesting to see a heat map from the possession from that first quarter, because I reckon it was mainly US possession in their own half and some fairly effective. England haven't really been in control of this game as such, but indoor hockey very much a game of counter-attack. So you tend to find that most of the scoring opportunities, penalty corners, are won from counter-attack situations rather than the sort of set formation with defences. And there's Wheelhouse carrying down the right board. And she shoots, but lays through Pascucci. Sees that one go past left post. Wheelhouse carries right to left. Tries to come out. And there's a sort of lob towards the goal there, but deemed to be illegal by Pit Pals for Hotel. You can only lift the ball when you're shooting at goal, and the ball has to be going at the goal. And here's good play by Callahan. England saying that was lifted. She plays the ball out, and the US reset. Good play off the ball to Callahan. Billington out there straight away, and the ball ends up behind Callahan. She obstructs Billington and Similian, the defender. Weston carries to the middle. Tries to play through the backhand there. The Kimberly Susko, but the ball popping up off the stick. There's the first time attempted pass from Weston. Susko. Billington. Out. And so I'm sure that quick pass to Hota was heard there, the whistle. So a free out for England. That deemed to be a hit. Susko's pass into the circle deemed to be a hit. You can only push, or lightly slap the ball. You can't hit it in indoor hockey. So, very much as you were, US in possession. England setting up this fairly effective zonal formation. There's the ball down the zone, down the boards there, and Billington acting as the sixth defender there. Bond. And that's a penalty stroke. A challenge on Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse attempting to shoot and denied by the challenge of Meredith Kirkpatrick, deemed to be illegal there, preventing that goal scoring opportunity, clear goal scoring opportunity. And England have a chance to extend their lead here. Lizzie Wheelhouse on the penalty stroke. She did miss one yesterday. 8 goals so far. And make that 9. As Lizzie unable to get down to that one as it flies fairly quickly past her left kicker. And England have a 3-1 lead here. Game looking as if it's going to open up a little now. Wheelhouse doing well again. Suzy saved. And there's penalty corner. I think it's a back stick. Difficult to see from the far end here, but looked like a back stick. And that was certainly the signal that the umpire gave. So England with their second penalty corner. The first, a slightly different, a variation. This time, Weston on the stop. No, the variation for Wheelhouse. Again, using that variation. Wheelhouse's shot comfortably saved by Pastici. Wheelhouse taking that one on the hand. I think that hurt. You'll notice these players are all wearing gloves on their left hand. And with the left hand on the stick and the stick so low to the ground, you tend to get a lot of balls on the glove. Billington clears, but straight to Cisco. Kimberly Cisco, very much the playmaker of this American team. All bounced down the board. Kelly tries to put it back on the reverse. But Weston clearing up there for England and plays to the right boards. Good play from England. And there's that goal five straight down the middle and a chance there of the deflection. And Weston herself gets the rebound. No way through, but she tries that backhand effort. And I think the foot there, Tina Matera, 3 goals so far in this tournament. Look, in her own D there. And the ball coming off the foot. So, England have their third penalty corner. Laura Collins on the strike. She dashed, saved, and a clearance off the line. And that was a sweep rather than a push off the line there. And you can't do that. So penalty corner re-awarded. This time England elect to go to the other side. Similarly with the injection. And that's that ball back to the injector. So the injector plays it out to Wheelhouse. She then plays it immediately at the post, right-hand post. But the runner's fairly wise to that one. And the ball popping up off the stick of Similian. Anyway, so much better performance this from England in the second quarter. They've been much more dominant, England, as I think I mentioned earlier. It was a nervy start by them. tenacious closing down there from Kelly. Towards a close fight beneath the belt. Cisco. The US slightly adjusting their formation. The right board carry. For Tina Matera, told to take the ball back. Need to put plenty of pace on these passes. Cisco runs across the pitch. Good ball down the right board. Carry into the circle. And that's a penalty corner. And that's that backhand tackle from Donna Blockley there. This pop ball popping up off Blockley's stick. And the US have a penalty corner. Patrick injects. The ball is slipped from the Matera. So the shot onto the foot there. So a real award of the penalty corner. We're in the last minute of this first half. England lead 3-1. This time it's the direct shot from Cisco. And that will be a real award. Amanda Billington there. There's nothing she could do about that. Playing that ball deliberately off the back line, which is a penalty corner. And they're great to see the US supporters below me. Some interesting attire being worn. I'll just describe it as a baby grove in the US colours. There's that ball fired in. Bond carries down the left boards, but and that's going to be I thought that was going to be a penalty corner for that lift coming off the keeper's stick there, but the Husa goes. Well, it's the end of the first half. So penalty corners at both ends, and England a deserved lead at half time, but the US coming back into that towards the end of that first half. So currently it's England who will be advancing to tomorrow's final. I'm going to take a short break and we'll be back for the second half in a couple of minutes. I'll bring up a discussion. So the players out for the second half. England lead 3-1. This semi-final of the Women's WO45 Indoor Hockey Masters World Cup. Wheelhouse. And that's Lovely, unselfish tuck behind from Wheelhouse. Thompson Moore, who had the chance there, but the shot into the side netting. The US have changed their goalkeeper. Stacey Smith in goal for the second half. That ball given away there by Kirkpatrick. Wheelhouse recycles it. Mann carries into the circle, but surrounded by red shirts. Tina Matera there, carrying into the circle. Well, she fires it across, but some decent English deep defending. Wheelhouse runs the free inside the American half, and there's that ball played directly into the circle. You can't do that. So just from a rule perspective, if you have a free push in the opposite half, you cannot play it directly into the circle. The ball has to go 3 metres. So you can either dribble it 3 metres or pass it 3 metres before it goes into the circle, or you can play it off the sideboards. And that's lovely use of the sideboards there from the US. Double pass down there from Sandra Cox. And here's the carry from Susko. Plays it back, but can't find an American stick. And a chance for a counter-attack here. Wheelhouse on top of Meredith Kirkpatrick. Wheelhouse again with a shot. Good save from Smith. Mann plays the 1-2. Oh, and just wide. That's a lovely little 1-2 between Mann and Laura Collins there on the top of the circle. We'll play down the left. Oh. Collins just giving Cisco a little bit of a nudge there. And a good play by Wheelhouse. She carries left to right. This is when she is really dangerous. Into the circle. Looking to try and find Jones in front of the keeper, but instead finds a foot. And it's a penalty corner. Award. Lizzie Wheelhouse, National League, still playing National League hockey at Ipswich. Highly experienced player, leading this England team with a bomb. She's on the strike. But the injection from Thompson Moore, not quite right, but England recycle. And Wheelhouse follows up. Lizzie Wheelhouse again. Constant attacking threat that she presents, and a striker's knack of being able to find the goal. And that's a lovely bounce pass from Cisco and a chance. Penalty corner against England. And I think Laura Collins thought there was a big counter-attack on there. I think there was a foot. It was Kelly, Margaret Kelly, fired first, and then the follow-up. So US have a chance to get one back here. Susko, competent save from Billington, gets a left glove across to that one and palms it away from danger. And the US have a long corner. So currently, England comfortably ahead 4-1. If the US do manage to get back into the game, if it does go to a draw, any of these playoff games, we'll end up with a shootout. And what that means is the ball is placed 3 metres outside the circle. It's a one-on-one, and the attacker has 6 seconds to try and beat the goalkeeper. And that's a lovely goal. That is a top-notch indoor hockey passing goal. Gemma Jones there, putting the finishing touch off that move all the way down the pitch, from back to front. Jones creating space, stepping outside the post. We're talking indoor hockey coaching about widening the goal, and that was exactly what Jones did. And absolutely nothing that Stacey Smith could do about that wonderful English goal. So the draw really now looking highly unlikely, as England in a comfortable 5-1 lead in the third quarter. Just over 6 minutes played in the third quarter. Thompson Moore, good drag from left to right with the stick. Tries to go again into the circle, carry into the circle, but dispossessed by Kirkpatrick. Weston tries to get down on that one, but when the ball, you try and play the ball, it's so close to those boards, it makes the skills difficult to execute. So the ball popping up off her stick. So we recycle. Just go, trying to play the ball through Thompson Moore there, and that deemed to be dangerous. The defender is set in front of the player with the ball, and there's the shooting opportunity from Jones, but she's saying that the ball came off a US foot. The umpires disagree, so it's a US restart. Again, good use of the left boards there from the US, and fortunately that ball just going off the end of the pitch there. Megan Callahan can't keep it on. Wheelhouse once again wins the free, carries to the circle, and a stick blocked on the way in. Weston shoots at the goal. I think that will be a card for Weston. With the defence set, that's dangerous play. So Martin Bowe, I think it's a yellow card. It's a slightly oddly coloured yellow card. It's a cross between yellow and green, but I think that's a yellow card. So that's 2 minutes. So the defender is set in front of the player. You cannot try and flick through her, and that's what's happened there. And that's deemed to be dangerous. It's one of the rules that's been brought into the game for the last 10 years or so. So England will be down to 5 players for 2 minutes. And coach just trying to, I'm not sure that the team realised that they were down to down a player. So really important there. Leonard being told that to sit a little bit deeper, and the US able to exploit and play through the middle of that zone. So you try and compress the space. If you're a player down, compress the space that the opposition can play in. And that ball just lifted over the board. So if the US are going to get back into this little 2-minute spell, they need to do something. And the England in a sort of defensive box there. The US trying to play that ball No, not sure about that. The whistle went with the England player advantage, but she was actually carrying the ball forward when the whistle went. So I feel a little hard done by there, but nothing comes of it. So the end of the third quarter, and England have extended their lead thanks to their skipper, Lizzie Wheelhouse, and they currently now 5-1 ahead. The end of the third quarter. Put Pal Sahota there, just demonstrating to Sandra Cook some of the rudiments of the game and the rules. Put Pal Sahota, highly experienced National League umpire here in England. He reckons over 300 games. He was telling me yesterday. 65 years of age, saying the games are fine. He can carry on umpiring, but it's the fitness test that are the challenge. Well, these umpires have to carry out a fitness test for the honour to be a National League umpire. And Pritpal, a very committed hockey volunteer for many years. And there are many of those here, both the umpires and also the officials that are sitting on the benches here doing the timing, and the technical delegates, and they're all giving up their own time to be here. This 5-day tournament. This is day 4. As Cisco is ushered away from goal by Billington and Laura Collins. So USA again. England now back to their full quota. Jones steps up. Mann carries to the circle, but there's no way through there. Carrying right to left, and Cook's stick prevents Jones. Jones plays into the circle, slightly lifted ball off Cook's stick, but Martin Boat playing the advantage there with the shot and the ball going wide. High press from England. Ball through Jones's stick. Thompson Moore misses that one, but that ball lifted from the back, and Billington, Amanda Billington, who's had a really, well, no, it's not Amanda Billington, I beg your pardon, it's Jo Parish, who's in goal at the far end for England in this final quarter. Jo Parish there, unable to stop that ball in the air, and penalty corner, USA. Shot at goal. The save. Jones tries to play out, but straight to Cisco, who carries and shoots. Not a good save there from Jo Parish. That's a good double save there. First from the corner, and secondly from the shot from Cisco. Jo Parish, her first real involvement in this game. Amanda Billington, the lion's share of Patty Webb there, trying to open something up down that left board with Kimberly Cisco in front of her. Webb steps in, Laura Collins does well. Left to right, Mann looking for that deflection. Sandy Mann, 46-year-old, looking for that deflection for the keeper, but the ball coming up off Stacey Smith. And England will have a penalty corner. So it's Mann with the injection. Collins to stop, Joe Weston with the flick, and Jones on the slip. He's out. Joe Weston drags, and she fires, and a decent save on the line there. I think it was between Smith and Webb, they kept the ball out. Ball low, fired low. Collins trying to fire it into the US circle, but only finds the stick of Cox. And Cisco there. A bit of an air shot. Collins carries into the circle and finds the left foot there of Tina Matera. Inches over that red and blue dotted line. The only lines you really need to worry about in indoor hockey are the circle, the shooting lines. We get sideboards, obviously, and the end lines, but the shooting circle is the red and blue dotted line. It's not that clear on the stream. So, penalty corner, Mann to inject. Bond stops, the slip for Weston, who fires. Save from Smith. And the US scramble the corner clear as they get rid of the penalty corner kit. Interesting change to the rules around penalty corner kit, but you've got to be very careful now. When you discard it, if it hits another player as you discard it or hits the umpire, it is an automatic green card. So take care when you're slinging your mask off the pitch. And that looked like, well, I thought that was a stick block, but Martin Vogue disagrees with me. He's an umpire and I'm not, and awards the penalty corner to England. I thought Lizzie Wheelhouse might have played a stick over the top of the ball there, but nobody is questioning it, so I think he's right and I'm wrong. Anyway, Wheelhouse inject. Bond will stop. The slip to Weston, who fires again, but this time just fires off target. And the ball, I think Smith might have got a deflection on that. She might have taken a knock in the melee there on that near post. So the US with their zone set, stepping up as they have to, and Elisa Bell gets a touch on that, putting Weston under pressure, but Joe Weston has been pretty unflappable in this England performance. Plays out once again. Similian stick block, and there's a carry into the circle for the US. It'll probably be a consolation, but they've got one back. Elisa Bell gets her first goal of this competition, back to 5-2 England lead, and we are in the last 3 minutes now of this game. Fourth quarter, and unless something out of the ordinary happens here, it'll be England who will be playing in tomorrow's final, and it looks like they will be playing Germany, who are currently beating Italy 5-2. It's a carry from Cisco. It shoots wide. And I think Wheelhouse might have taken a knock there. And Cisco's, I saw it was stick. Cisco, good to see her just checking that Lizzie Wheelhouse is okay. And the Ipswich player. Okay, taking I think it might have been a stick just above her eye, but she's okay. So 2.5 minutes left. England 5, the US 2. US has to step up and press. If they do, and that is a drill from Similian into Bell. Say a drill, dangerous play. The defender there set in front of that ball and quick hold Sahota towards the penalty corner. So 2 minutes to go. US really have to score this, and time has been stopped as England get ready. England in no hurry to get ready, understandably so. And just checking that goalposts are in the right place. And the whistle to start. So the time now is ticking down. These are vital seconds that the US are losing. And the projection not straight, but Cisco fires. And she fires low and right to give the US a glimmer of hope. Reduce the arrears to 2. 5-3, England lead. 1 minute 20 left. Thompson Moore carries straight into the US stick. And again, carries into the circle. This time, carries too far. And Cook will play out. Cisco tries to find the boards. And that's good play there. Although the ball has been given away. Kelly plays to Cisco. And that's a penalty corner. I think it was a tackle of some sort of, I can't quite see why. Wheelhouse is, the time has now been stopped. Wheelhouse just asking the question why that penalty corner was given. But Talsahota signalling it was a wild sort of wave of the stick. Anyway, 38 seconds to go and England just wobbling a little here. Change the routine, and that's a good save. The change of routine, shot there from Tina Matera. And I think that should be that. England sitting deep in their zone. It may have been a foot, but not seen by the umpire. White shirts around the ball, and then Joe Parrish does well to smother that one. And the second stick down. And the final hooker goes. And despite that late rally from the United States, England take the win. 5-3, inspired by Lizzie Wheelhouse, and they will play in tomorrow's final against Germany. So the gold medal playoff, England-Germany, and the playoff for bronze will be the United States against Italy. Probably could have been a little bit more comfortable than it actually was in the end, but England get through. Well, thanks very much for joining me, and I will be giving commentary for you to a number of the different games today, and I hope that you'll join me. The next game will be men's over 55, semi-final, Germany against England for me, and that's game number 166. I'm going to move pitches now. Thanks very much for joining me for this one, and we'll see you later in the day.